We all know Wonder Woman is one of the most powerful heroes in the DC universe. She's a warrior who can go toe-to-toe with literal gods. But what if her greatest power isn't her strength, but something far more subtle and world-changing? The real question isn't just, can Wonder Woman win a battle, but can she actually end all war? The answer isn't as simple as you might think, and it digs into a core part of her character that many adaptations just get wrong. There's a center to who she is that's about way more than just fighting. When we think about ending a war, we usually picture a battlefield. And on that battlefield, Wonder Woman is an absolute force of nature. Blessed by the Olympian gods, she has superhuman strength that can rival Superman's, on top of being one of the most skilled fighters on the planet. She stared down cosmic tyrants like Darkseid and, of course, the god of war himself. In huge storylines, like the War of the Gods, she's the one who stops divine conflicts from spilling over and consuming humanity. Her willingness to fight is absolute when peace is on the line. She famously blinded herself to defeat Medusa, proving that no sacrifice is too great to protect the innocent. And that's the paradox of Wonder Woman, isn't it? She's a warrior for peace, which sounds like a total contradiction. She fights to build a world that doesn't need fighters anymore. This incredible power is the most obvious tool she has. But if you only focus on her strength, you're missing the entire point. So, if overwhelming force isn't the final answer, what else has she got? This is where we move beyond the battlefield and into the war room. After the universe-altering Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline, Wonder Woman's role got a major rewrite. She wasn't just a visiting hero anymore. She became an official ambassador from the Misira, with a mission: bring the Amazonian ideals of peace to a world tearing itself apart. She's not just a heavy hitter who shows up to punch the villain, she's a diplomat. Her first move is almost always to solve conflicts with reason and compassion. She's a bridge, not a battering ram. And her most iconic tool isn't her sword, it's the Lasso of Truth. That thing is so much more than a magical lie detector. It forces everyone, friend and foe, to confront the truth, which is the first, messy, and necessary step toward any real peace. It's a symbol of her entire philosophy. You can't build lasting peace on lies. It has to be built on understanding. This mission of diplomacy even extends into the political arena. In a classic 1940s story, she even looked into the future and saw herself winning the U.S. presidency, showing that her influence is meant to shape policy, not just win battles. Even with all her combat skill and diplomatic finesse, we still don't have the full picture. Wonder Woman's most profound power might just be her moral leadership. She's more than a hero. She's an icon. She represents a kind of justice that isn't about punishment, but about transformation. Just as her creator intended, she's a feminist symbol who champions peace, equality, and empowerment. She doesn't just fight to protect the world as it is, she inspires people to imagine a better one. Her stories have often mirrored and inspired real-world movements for peace and women's rights, making her a symbol of hope that jumps right off the comic book page. This is how she can truly change the world. Not by punching problems, but by changing hearts and minds. She's not just trying to stop wars. She's trying to uproot the hatred, greed, and inequality that cause them. Her vision of peace isn't about the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. So, let's go back to the question. Can Wonder Woman actually end all war? If we're just talking about her physical power, the answer is a hard no. She can stop an army, sure, but violence only ever presses pause on a conflict. But when you look at the complete character, the warrior, the diplomat, and the icon, the answer gets a lot more hopeful. Her true power is how these three parts work together. She uses her strength to create the breathing room for diplomacy to even begin. She uses her lasso of truth to cut through the lies and get to the heart of an issue. And she uses her example to inspire all of us to want a world without war in the first place. She can't force peace on us, because real peace can't be forced. It has to be chosen. And Wonder Woman's ultimate power is her tireless, unwavering mission to convince humanity to finally make that choice. But that's my take. What do y'all think? Is Wonder Woman's multifaceted approach the key, or is the very idea of ending all war just too idealistic, even for her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy taking a closer look at the philosophy of our favorite heroes, make Sudajore subscribe.